100% pure rock. 107.7 The Bone.
107.7 The Bone, that is Prong in the Metal Zone with Whose Fist Is This Anyway? I'm Nikki Blakk, and before that we had Dio, Last in Line, Priest, Painkiller, Megadeth, Hangar 18, Iron Maiden, Aces High. Iron Maiden, by the way, just announced Shoreline Amphitheater Friday, August 3rd. Tickets not on sale yet. Megadeth, you know the Gigantour is happening next Thursday. Those tickets obviously on sale already. And Sabbath started us off with Electric Funeral, and the latest is that Black Sabbath is canceling their European tour. Oops. Yeah. What did Sip call them today? Backstabbeth. In the studio with me today, Will Carroll and Rob Cavestany from Death Angel.
Hi.
What's up?
What's up?
I think the big obvious thing is that you guys are going to be playing at Slim's on the 24th. That's a Saturday night, right?
No.
Friday. No? Is it a Friday night?
Week from
Oh, it's Friday. Oh, it's the day after Gigantour. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Not the same
I'm out of
day.
town, so I know that I can't go, which bums me out.
Oh, that's right.
This will probably be like
planned.
Yeah, I'll be on the cruise.
Seeing Y&T on the high seas.
It's a lot more fun than it sounds.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time.
It's gonna be awesome, dude. Yeah. So next Friday night, the day after Gigantour, Death Angel at Slim's. This is probably gonna be the first time you guys have played Slim's, and I haven't seen it.
Aw.
I know.
We can postpone if
Yeah, would you just fix that? No. So slims-sf.com is where people can pick up those tickets in advance, because you guys, whenever you play Slims, you sell it pretty good. It gets a little hot and sweaty in there.
It tends to get that way. It does.
So
Better get them in advance.
Last time you guys played, I'm trying to remember the last show that we were all at.
The last time we played in the Bay Area was when we came through with Anthrax. Yeah, the Warfield with Anthrax and Testament.
That wasn't even that long ago. It was like 5-6 months ago, 4 months ago.
Yeah, October, November, somewhere there.
So but you guys barely played anything that
yeah,
night.
We only had
Did you have like five songs?
5 or 6 songs.
Yeah, and then before that, it was the Metallica show where you had 5 songs.
Oh, well, no, that was actually after that.
It was after that.
The Metallica
That's what I was
thing.
thinking.
But that was not a normal show. It was not open to the public or whatever. So
there was nothing normal about it.
Nothing normal. Before that, we played at Gary Holt's wedding bash.
And there wasn't anything normal about that?
There was nothing normal about that either. Are you allowed to say that you played that show now? Because at one point you guys weren't on. You weren't technically on advertising and stuff.
Yeah, we were going under the moniker the Relentless Revolutionaries. So that's who played actually.
Yeah.
And for the Metallica show, we were going under the moniker that we just weren't playing.
Oh, yeah. What? No, nobody's playing that show. You know what? How hard was that? Because let's face it, there were a lot of people that did not even get into those shows, like big time famous people that couldn't even go to those shows, and you guys got to play. Like, can you tell everybody how that came about?
Well, those guys, they picked for each night they had a band, an old school band that they picked, and well, they picked us. I know we were on tour. We were on the road with Anthrax, and then we just got a call from their camp asking us if we want to do that.
Would you like to? Did it start out with something like, "Are you busy in December?"
That is how it started. Actually, they asked us, "Are you guys gonna be on the road?
Yeah, right.
Are you guys gonna be on the road in December?"
Because I talked to all the openers.
Open,
That is how it was. Yes.
Yeah, I talked to all the openers, and they said they all got a personal phone call from whichever band member it was that chose them to open.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was basically that. Mark, of course, heard from Kirk, and then shortly thereafter, that was it. Their guys talked to our guys and set it up.
And talk about the secrecy that we all went through, because I don't think people believe me, but you guys were not allowed to tell anyone that you were playing.
No, that's kind of fun actually.
On stage.
For me personally, that's not really a big deal because I don't really sit there and talk about every single thing going on anyhow. So I just acted normal and didn't talk about it. But people were hearing about it, and
See,
whatever.
for me, I don't know if I'll ever be able to say in my life again, "Hey, I'm opening for Metallica." So it was really hard.
But you know how secret it was the whole time. So we had a very, very limited guest list. Mm-hmm. Of course, the whole thing's just really
whole
tight.
Place only holds 1,000 people.
Exactly. So
and Metallica, they have some friends.
They do have friends. They do. And we have a few friends in San Francisco, too.
Yes.
So it was really hard. You know, the main thing about keeping it down was because of the guest list, and we couldn't tell who was gonna come. But we, you know, they had to not know we were playing, whatever. So Gus was one of the people on our list, and
Gus Pepa, who was in the band.
That's right. And basically, I told Gus that I just told him that I got him on the list. But the list was totally hush-hush, so he can't tell anybody he's on the list, and I'll just meet him at the show. So Gus went all the way to the show and was at the show in the Fillmore thinking he was meeting me there to watch Metallica, and then, like, probably 5 minutes before he went on, did he realize that we were going to play.
Wow.
That's how it went. Yeah.
That is some secrecy
that was
right
pretty
there.
funny.
Right
Yeah,
there.
That was definitely.
So Death Angel going to be playing at Slim's on Friday, the 23rd of February. So that's next Friday, barely like a week from today.
Yes.
Tickets are on sale now at slims-sf.com. And you guys are going to be able to hang out with us for a while tonight, right? Tell us more about the show.
Yep.
Awesome. It's 107.7 The Bone. This is Primus in the Metal Zone. 107.7 The Bone. That is Motorhead in the Metal Zone. I'm Nikki Blakk, and that was We Are Motorhead. They're going to be on the Gigantour next Thursday, February 23rd at San Jose State Event Center, along with Megadeth, Volbeat, and Lacuna Coil. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. Slipknot before that, The Nameless. Slipknot going to be on the Rockstar Energy Mayhem Tour with Slayer, Anthrax, As I Lay Dying, and so many more. Sunday, July 1st at Shoreline Amphitheater. Tickets not on sale yet. You can relax on that one for a little while, but save your pennies because it's always pricey. Primus started us off there with John the Fisherman. And in the studio with me, I have Will Carroll and Rob Cavestany from Death Angel, who's going to be playing at Slim's on Friday, February 24th. Tickets are on sale now at slims-sf.com.
All right.
I'm going to breathe. You guys can talk. So, you guys are no strangers to headlining Slims. And the thing that I love most about when you guys do headline Slims is that you dig deep into the set list because you get to play everything. So, what you gonna play?
Yeah, the set list is pretty deep for us on this one. We because we've been playing, you know, when we're on tour, we have to play this short set usually when this tour that we've been on. So now we have a chance to completely mix it up and bring out some stuff that we haven't done in quite some time. And well, you know, I'm not gonna just give away the set list though. So
you don't have to give it all away.
You know, we're gonna play songs that we haven't played for quite some time.
Like from the latest album, we're doing a handful of songs that we haven't played live in the Bay Area ever. So that's cool. Like playing, you know, some newer Death Angel, but you know, no one's ever heard it live, so it's cool.
A lot of the other songs from the album that we haven't played.
Yeah.
And we're playing songs off Act 3 that we haven't played in a while, and songs off Frolic we haven't played in a while. Some cover tunes that we've recorded in the past that we never really play live.
Cold Gin?
Maybe. Could be. Possibly.
Maybe something good? Maybe
The
something
Eric Carr
bad.
version.
Yeah.
And we have at least one special guest that will be joining us on stage. That will be very interesting.
And by special, you mean?
I mean very, very special.
You gonna give me a hint?
Well, twist my arm. Oh.
Is it somebody who has been a member of Death Angel?
It's somebody who's in the studio right now.
Okay. All right. Well, can I out him or do you wanna wait?
Sure.
Come on. Yeah.
It'll be a no-show.
He's all what? You weren't even listening, huh?
No,
Did you hear what he said?
This is good. This will solidify it so that he can't back out no matter
Okay.
what.
All right. You wanna pull up the microphone, Gus?
No, not really.
Aww.
But
Gus
hi.
Pepa. For a while, you were MIA. We couldn't find you, and then you would pop up, and people would be like, "Dude, I heard Gus was here," and that was like the thing at Death Angel shows. Hey, I heard Gus Pepa's in the house. Is Gus Pepa in the house? Is he gonna play?
Yeah,
And everybody would be like, "Is he here? I don't know." And Rob would say, "I didn't find out Gus was here until I saw him down front." But now you're kind of you're back. You're hanging out a lot, and so you're gonna play. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play?
My arm's being twisted, forced into it. Yeah.
Yeah, the guys are beating you up. They're gonna make you play a couple songs.
I guess so.
His condition for being on the list at the Metallica show was that he would have to play on this. Seriously, that was Ted's thing.
You're like, this guest list is so tight that people's moms aren't getting in. If we let you in, you're going to have to play a couple songs with us.
That's how it went.
It's kind of awesome, actually. Did you pick the songs that you're going to play?
No.
No. They wouldn't let you do that. They're like, just show up.
We picked them for him.
Aww.
And ironically enough, they're both off our new album, so he has a lot of learning to
Really? Gus, what made you finally decide to like step on stage with them after all this time? Because I know the offer has been there for a while, right? I'm sure it's been suggested on more than one occasion.
It has, but literally, we twisted his arm into it with the Metallica ticket thing, and you probably thought we were kidding about that, but we weren't. So we've been.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, so until it does.
Gus Pepa is still tentative for next Friday.
And not just fans, Ted too has always been saying, "Come on, Gus, come up here and do a song. You're at every show anyways. You might as well." So.
And it's
usually I turn it down. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no secret that Ted Aguilar, your guitar player, is one of the biggest Death Angel fans of the original Death Angel, and still today. You know, he's fan and in the band. So I could totally see him wanting that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's happening. I think we've declared it, Gus. I think you're committed. This is actually a legal and binding contract. We have you on radio and on video.
Oh.
And furthermore, I actually am thinking of having you. Yeah, there's going to be more that you don't realize. I gotta get together with you and work out a couple more parts.
Don't look at me like you're blaming me for this, Gus.
And he has to get all his Yannick Gers moves down because we have 3 guitar players on stage, so he's going to be the. So Ted and Gus have to argue about which one's going to be Yannick.
It's gonna be awesome. Awesome. All right.
I didn't know about the lineup yet, but I guess that's what's gonna happen.
It's been declared. Death Angel on stage again with Gus Pepa. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, that'll be killer though. That's the first time since 1990. Yeah. I'm gonna say
90.
90. Yes.
Since it was a 9-0.
Yeah, 22 years ago.
Or 91, actually.
Was it 91?
Yeah.
Did we do a Japan stint?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We did in January
so Japan 91.
Yeah.
Okay, so technically
21 years ago.
Yeah.
So if somebody made a baby that night, that baby would legally be able to drink by now.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it.
Okay.
All right, Death Angel is in the studio with me tonight.
So Gus,
and
is your baby going to show up to the show then?
Ooh. Somebody's making babies. Death Angel's in the studio with me tonight. It's 107.7 The Bone. It's the Metal Zone. 107.7 The Bone. That is Testament in the Metal Zone with the fall of Dome. I'm Nikki Blakk, and you have been listening to the Bone Metal Zone. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. In the studio with me, yay! I have most of Death Angel.
Yay!
I have Will Carroll and Rob Cavestany. And as we announced a little while ago, Gus Pepa, who's going to be sitting in with them next week on Friday when you guys
Next
play.
Friday.
So the show is on Friday at Slim's. Tickets are on sale now, slims-sf.com. And it's going to be you guys with Anvil Chorus, Midnight Chaser, and
Hammers of Misfortune.
Hammers of Misfortune.
Yes.
Does everybody know that? You said, we were talking earlier and you said Hammers of Misfortune.
Well, they're on
Couldn't
the
be
flyer
announced yet.
now. They're on the flyers,
Okay.
so it should be known, yeah.
I should have just looked at the poster that's like
Yeah,
right
right
next
there.
to me.
Hey, their main support.
You guys made these awesome posters. Are they going to be selling them at the show?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I would love to-
Limited edition.
I would love to explain to you guys how awesome this poster is, but let me just say that it's very Scully and very like orange and reddy and kind of like evil looking.
Yeah.
You'll have to go to the show to find out next Friday. So you guys have been touring relentlessly pretty much since the reunion.
Yes.
Like it just seems like you're touring more and more and more every year, doesn't it?
Not since the well, yeah, we are touring more and more every year. That's for sure. Ever since Will got in the band, pretty much, and then we just started not stopping touring.
You just
that's exactly true. I mean, since
what did you do, Will?
I don't
that
know.
opened up the can of
I don't know,
nonstop.
but yeah, since I joined, we've been on the road all the time.
So this last tour that you guys were just out on, which had to be extra fun, because I know we had a lot of fun when it was here. Anthrax, Testament, Death Angel. It's funny when Anthrax is the odd man out on the bill and they're headlining. So Anthrax had all kinds of just craziness happen mid-tour, but still kept going. How did you guys help them fill in?
All kinds. These guys went through it on that tour, but they kept it together. It was, it was really. I was surprised that they were able to keep it together under those conditions. To be honest with you, but. First off, oh God, where does it start? First, well, it was Scott, I guess, right? It was the first thing right there. Well, Charlie, what it was is that Charlie Benante, okay, so his mom was really, really
terminally
sick.
Ill, right?
Yeah, so it was already known that he was going to be leaving the tour at one point. I mean, we knew he was talking to us and stuff like backstage and whatever, confiding, and, of course, he was bummed and dealing with that. So eventually that was going to happen. So they were preparing for that. So they were already so Gene Hoglan, who's playing drums for Testament, started sitting in their sound checks and playing songs, with Anthrax just to start getting familiar with their songs, because he was going to jump in. Then while this is going on, then Scott got sick. He got like this, I don't know what exactly it was.
I got the impression it was like a flu, but no, it was
like
like
some kind of some reaction. I don't know what it was. We never really got into the details of it, but he basically had to go to the hospital suddenly for like a couple days. So, all of a sudden what's happening is we're just driving to the next show and we just get a call from that, actually Charlie hit up Mark. We were sitting there at dinner and he got a message from Charlie saying, we're gonna ask you for a big favor. We're gonna need your help. Something's going on. Something's going down. Whatever. So the whole night, Mark was tripping because he was thinking what was happening was that something happened to Joey's voice or something, and he was thinking they're gonna ask him to have to fill in singing. So he's trying to think of all these songs he's gonna have to learn right away, and he's sitting there. Then like an hour later, he comes walking back in. He looks all relieved, and he's like, "Well, actually, it's you guys that have to deal with something." We're like, "What?" And so we found out it was Scott, and they were asking if Ted and I could learn Anthrax songs and jump in the next night. Mm-hmm. So we start, over the drive, we just whip guitars out on the bus and start learning songs for like 9 hours through the entire night till the sun's coming up. And we, it so happens that this is the night that our driver went the wrong way or something, and we ended up 4 hours going the wrong way. We ended up late. So when we got to the gig, we walked in there and they were already on. They wanted us to, rehearse at sound check and stuff, but we got there so late that they were at the end of their sound check, and Eric Peterson and Alex Skolnick were up there doing the songs with them. So they were just gonna do all the songs already. They just took care of it. And of course, we were bummed because we had been up all night learning these songs. We're like, oh. So then we ended up
scooped by Skolnick and Peterson.
Oh, dude! But those guys, they were just trying to, they were trying to come in there and help out, is what it was. We weren't there. So ends up that we end up talking to them, and they realized we put a lot of effort into it, and plus they had a lot of songs to learn anyway with Alex and Eric. So we took a couple of the songs, instead. So needless to say, it was nerve-wracking because we didn't even go to sound check with them. We just jumped on stage in their set, and then it happened. So, but it was killer. We played, and then the next night, we did it again. We played even more songs the next night. We wake up,
I think that's when I talked to you. You texted me, and you're like, I just woke up, and they were like, come to Anthrax rehearsal.
Yeah, that's what happened. I was asleep, and our tour manager was waking me up saying, hey, they're picking you up in 10 minutes to go to a rehearsal studio with Anthrax. I'm like, they are? We are? But, of course, we're like, killer. So we go, and then when we get there, now, at that point, in the night, Charlie had left. So all of a sudden we get there, and Gene is now gonna be playing with us that night for the first time that Gene was gonna be playing instead of Charlie. So it was really whacked out because.
So Gene had to learn the whole set overnight.
He basically learned the whole. He had been kind of prepping for it, but this was the first time he was gonna play the whole set. And now not only are we learning these songs that we're not that familiar with, but so is Gene, and so we're like. The drums are not exactly. I mean, it's close, but it's still kind of weird because it's a little bit different groove, but it was killer. We pulled it off. It was awesome.
And a very cool heavy metal factoid about that show, or those two shows, is those are the only two Anthrax shows ever played without a single original member on stage. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Anthrax kind of became
And
their
no
own
one
cover
told me
band.
that. I figured that out on my own.
Oh, snap. Will Carroll, fact of the day. Death Angels in the studio with me tonight. It's 107.7 The Bone. It's the Metal Zone. 107.7 The Bone. That is Guar in the Metal Zone with Maggots. I'm Nikki Blakk, and Guar has announced their rescheduled date at the Regency Ballroom. It is Friday, April 6th, with Municipal Waste, Ghoul, and Legacy of Disorder. Metallica before that, Wherever I May Roam from the Fillmore shows, and Anthrax started us off there. Anthrax with Madhouse. They're going to be on the Rockstar Energy Mayhem Festival at Shoreline Amphitheater on July 1st with Slipknot, Slayer, and a bunch of bands. Those tickets are not on sale yet, but the tickets that are on sale are tickets to see Death Angel at Slim's on Friday, a week from today. Tickets are at slims-sf.com, and it's what's going to happen at this show. We know now that Gus is going to play. Gus Pepa is going to come on stage with Death Angel for the first time in 20 years. And we know that you guys are digging deep into the set list and deeper into the current album.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, one thing we didn't mention is we are going to be giving away a guitar at the show. Ted, technically, will give away an ESP guitar.
One of the opening band's guitars. But they don't know that yet.
We haven't told them yet. Wow. Pay to play, alive and well.
Ouch. But yeah, so, get there early because we're going to do some kind of raffle for the guitar. So
some kind of raffle. It's like a mystery raffle.
It's, we don't have all the details out yet, but.
And if you're in the mood of getting there really early, then you can get there even the night before in Modesto and see us play in Modesto.
Right.
Hey, what's that? Good build-up. Hey.
Way to segue.
I'm here all week.
No, you're not, Will.
Yeah, so the night before we're playing Modesto with Contrast the Water and some other local bands. And
so that's Thursday. So if people want to get 2 warm-up shows out of you guys, because you
just one warm-up show.
One warm-up show and then one
hometown show.
Yeah. I had to stop for a second. I'm like, I don't know if I can say balls out on the radio, but I think I can. I think we're okay.
I think you just did.
I think I just did. So one warm-up show, one balls out show.
Yes.
So Modesto will be like the dress rehearsal, kind of.
Well, I mean, it's just by the nature of the fact that we're playing in San Francisco the next day. No matter where we're going to play the day before, will seem like a warm-up show to us because it's so special for us to play in San Francisco.
I think what I'm trying to get around to, and I'm just too tired to spit it out properly, is that it's a headline set.
It is.
The likes of which we have not seen Death Angel perform in the Bay Area for quite some time.
It's been over a year.
Yeah. So if somebody hasn't gotten enough or can't get enough with San Francisco, they can go San Francisco and Modesto.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're getting good now. We've been playing a lot, so.
Now you guys are at the top of your game.
Yeah, now we're getting there.
You've had a lot of practice. So ESP guitar giveaway is going to happen at the San Francisco show at Slim's, and people should.
Cast from Breaking Bad will be there, so you can.
We're going to make our Breaking Bad jokes off the air. Okay. Shh. All right, so I guess people can just get to the show early, go to the merch booth, because that is where all the info will be on the ESP guitar raffle, right?
Yes, precisely. And
they want to get there early so that they can see the opening acts, who are the one I always forget, Hammers
of Misfortune.
Of Misfortune, thank you. Hammers of Misfortune, Midnight Chaser, and Anvil Chorus.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good old-fashioned
show.
It is.
Very varied. It's very cool, I think.
Awesome. So this coming Friday, a week from today, Death Angel at Slim's in San Francisco. Tickets on sale now at slims-sf.com, and sticking around with us all night on the Metal Zone.
100% pure rock. 107.7 The Bone.